Hello students, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll solve the math calculator section of the March 2020 US SAT. So let's begin. Question 1. If S is equal to 4, what is the value of 20S minus 15S? So 20S minus 15S will be 5S. So that's 5 into 4, which is 20. The line graph shows the number of space shuttle launches by the US from 1981 through 1986. During which year of this time period was the number of space shuttle launches the greatest? So you can see that the maximum is in 1985, that's 9. So option D. American marsupials and Australian marsupials are two primary groups of marsupials. The table shows the number of species in each order of living marsupial by group. Based on the table, what fraction of the Australian marsupial species are from the order Paramelemorphia? So the total number of Australian marsupial species is 72, 96, 98, and 137 plus 98, carry 1, 235. So the total number of Australian marsupial species is 235, of which Paramelemorphia is 24. So the answer is 24 divided by 235, option B. 10 data points are in the scatter plot shown along with a line of best fit. Which of the following best estimates the predicted value of y when x is 6.5? So 6.5 is here. So the predicted value of y will be about 16. Number 5, what is 120% of 2000? So 120% of 2000, the zeros cancel. So that's 2400. A field has a perimeter of 960 feet. Of the following, which is closest to the perimeter of the field in meters? So 960 feet, and we have to convert this to meters. 1 foot is 0.3048 meters. So 960 multiplied by 0.3048, right? So let's just do this. 96 into 305, right? 0 carry 3, 48, 00, carry 1, 28, right? So this would be about 3 points, so 2 decimal places. So about 290, option B. The box plot summarizes the data for the annual cost of automobile insurance for automobile owners in a certain city. Which of the following could be the median cost of automobile insurance? So in a box plot, the median is the line inside the box. So this is the median value. So if you notice, it's a little greater than 1600. So from the options, it would be 1625. The table lists selected values of Sam's walking speed in kilometers per hour and his corresponding pulse in beats per minute. There is a linear relationship between Sam's speed x and his pulse fx. Which of the following equations describes fx? Okay, so let's first find the slope of the line. So that would be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So let me take this and this. So 87 minus 77 is 10. 6 minus 4 is 2. So the slope is 5. And the only option with the slope of 5 is option C. So that's my answer. Based on the 2010 US Census, the population of Milwaukee was about 96% of the population of Baltimore. In 2010, if Milwaukee's population was about 595,000, which of the following is the approximate population of Baltimore. Okay, so Milwaukee was, so 96 by 100 is 595,000 divided by X, where X is Baltimore. So obviously X has to be greater than 595,000, and the only value greater than 595,000 is option A. In 1855, Louis Rem traveled from Sacramento, California to Portland, Oregon, stopping to rest for only 10 hours of the 143 hours it took him to reach Portland. If his average speed while traveling without resting was 5 miles per hour, how many miles did Louis Rem travel? Okay, so he basically traveled for 133 hours, right? Because of the total of 143 hours, he only rested for 10 hours. And his speed was 5 miles per hour. So the total distance that he traveled is 133 into 5. 5 carry 1, 66. So 665 miles. Each of the 25 data values in a data set is a different integer between 1 and 50. The table gives the frequency of the data for the 5 intervals. Which of the following intervals contains exactly 2/5 of the values? 2/5 of the values will be 2 by 5 into 25. So that's 10 values. So 1 to 20 has 12 values. So that's not the answer. 11 to 30 has 8 values. That's not the answer. 21 to 40 has 11 values. So that's not the answer. 31 to 50, yeah, this one has 10 values. So my answer is D. The table above shows the distribution of the number of extracurricular activities that students at a middle school participate in. If the number of students who participate in 2 extracurricular activities is 120 more than the number of students who participate in 1 extracurricular activity, what is the total number of students who attend the middle school? So let the total number of students be X. Then one activity is 30% of X, so that's 0.3X. And 2 is 55% of X, so that's 0.55X. And 0.55X minus 0.3X, the difference is given as 120. So that's 0.25X is 120. So X is 120 divided by 0.25, which is 120 multiplied by 4. So that's 480. So 480 students attend the middle school. For her job, Natasha spent a total of n minutes processing ID card applications and driver's license applications. It takes Natasha 15 minutes to process an ID card application and 20 minutes to process a driver's license application. The graph above represents all possible combinations for the number of ID card applications and the number of driver's license applications that Natasha could have processed in the n minutes. What is the value of n? Okay, so let's work with the x-intercept. So this is 36, 0. So if she processes 36 ID cards and 0 driver's licenses, that takes her n minutes, right? So for 36 ID cards, she would need 36 into 15. So 36 into 15 should be n. So 15 into 6, 90, 0 carry 9. 15 3s are 45 plus 9, 54. So n is 540 minutes. I could also work with any other point. Let's say I work with the y-intercept. So this is 0, 27, which means that she processes 0 ID cards and 27 driver's licenses in n minutes. And for one driver's license, she takes 20 minutes. So n would be 27 into 20, which is also 540. So any point on this line could be taken and you'll get this answer. In the xy plane, what is the y coordinate of the y-intercept of the graph of this equation? So to find the y coordinate of the y-intercept, I would put x equal to 0. So y is 3 into 0 minus 12 over 0 plus 2. So that's minus 12 by 2, which is minus 6. The coordinates of points A, B, and C are shown in the xy plane above. For which of the following inequalities will each of the points A, B, and C be contained in the solution region? Okay, so y greater than minus x minus 2. So that would look something like this, right? It will pass through negative 2 and greater than. So it will be in this. Yeah, so this looks like the right answer. Let's just verify. So A is minus 2 comma 1, y greater than minus x minus 2. So minus x minus 2 will be minus x. So that will be 2 minus 2, which is 0. So 1 is greater than 0. For B, it is 3 comma 4. So minus x minus 2 minus 3 minus 2, which is minus 5. And 4 is greater than minus 5. And for C, it will be 2 comma negative 2. So minus x minus 2 is minus 4. And minus 2 is greater than minus 4. So A is the right answer. In the figure above, AB is equal to AD. So this is equal to this. BC equal to CD. So this is equal to this. BE is 2. BC is 4. And AC is 10. What is the area of triangle ABD? Okay. So ABD, right? Okay. So if this is 2 and this is 4, then EC will be square root of 16 minus 4, which is square root of 12 by Pythagoras theorem, right? So AE will be 10 minus root 12 because AE is AC minus CE, right? Now this side is equal to this side, and this angle will therefore be equal to this angle, and this side is common. So these two triangles would be congruent. And similarly, these two triangles would be congruent. So this would also be 2. So the area of triangle ABE would be half base into height, which is half. The base is BC, which is 4. And the height is AE, which is 10 minus root 12. So that would be, let me write here, 2 times 10 minus root 12. So that's 20 minus 2 root 12. So that's 20 minus 2 into root 12 is 2 root 3. So 20 minus 4 root 3. Option C. The graph above shows the distribution of the number of years of experience for 25 teachers enrolled in an advanced degree program at a particular university. If a 26th teacher with 2 years of experience is added to the program and to the data set, what will be the effect on the mean and the median? Okay, so teachers with 1 year of experience, 4, 2 years of experience, 7, 3 years of experience, 8, 4 years of experience, 4, and 5 years of experience, 2. So 7 and 4, 11 and 8, 19, and 6, 25. So total 25 teachers. And now you're adding a 26th teacher with 2 years of experience. So another teacher here, 7 plus 1. Now the initial median for the 25 teachers would be the 13th value, right? So the 13th value would be 3. And for the new set, the median would be the average of 13th and 14th values. So that's also 3. So the median has not changed, right? Median has not changed. Now, what about the mean? So you can see that you are adding one number on the left-hand side of the data spectrum, right? So that would bring the mean down. Because if the initial mean was somewhere close to 3, then you're adding a number to the left of 3. That would bring the mean down. So let's verify that. The initial mean was 4 into 1, 4, plus 7 into 2, 14, plus 8 into 3, 24, plus 4 into 4, 16, plus 5 into 2, 10, divided by 25. So 14 and 4, 18, 18 and 24, 18, 28, 38, 42, 42, 52, 62, 68. 68 by 25. So that comes to, let's plug it in the calculator, 2.72. And now the new total will be this plus another 2. So that would be 70 by 26. So 70 by 26 would be 2.69. So you can see that the mean has reduced while the median has remained the same. The mean will decrease and the median will remain the same, option C. A sports store had 60 backpacks in stock, some with wheels and some without wheels. Before a new shipment of backpacks arrived, the number of wheeled backpacks in the new shipment was twice the number of wheeled backpacks already in stock, and the number of backpacks without wheels was 5 times the number of backpacks without wheels already in stock. After the new shipment arrived, there were 330 backpacks in the store. Before the shipment, there were X wheeled backpacks and Y backpacks without wheels. Which of the following equations can be used with X plus Y equal to 60 to solve for X and Y? So before the shipment, there were X wheeled backpacks, right? And the number of wheeled backpacks in the new shipment was twice the number. So wheeled backpacks in the new shipment is 2x. And the number of backpacks without wheels, non-wheeled backpacks in the new shipment is 5 times. So that's 5y. So total number would be 2x plus 5y. And after the shipment, there were 330. So that means the new ones is 330 minus 60 because 60 were already there. So 270, 270. So this is the other equation that can be used. 2x plus 5y is 270, option B. The function h is defined as shown. For what value of x does the function h reach its minimum value? Okay, so h of x is x square minus 25, x minus 5 into x plus 5. So for the minimum value, x will be minus b by 2a. So the value of b here is 0. So minus 0 by 2 into 1. So that's 0. So the answer is C. There's another way you can approach this question. If the function hx is x square minus 25, then we know that x square has to be greater than equal to 0 because it's the square of a number. So x square minus 25 has to be greater than equal to minus 25. So that means the minimum value of the function is minus 25, and that will happen when x is 0. Question 20. A set of data is represented by the scatter plot in the portion of the xy plane shown. Which of the following linear equations best fits the data? So we notice a couple of things. We notice that it goes upward like this, which means that the slope is positive. The slope is positive in all of these, right? So that's fine. Let's find the slope first. Let's say I take 5.2 comma 95. So let's say 5 comma 95 is 1 point. And I take 6 comma 110 as the other point. So my slope will be 15, right? 110 minus 95, 15. So it will be close to 16. So option A and option B are out. Now, if you look at the y-intercept, the y-intercept would be here somewhere, right? Because this is where the y-axis would be. So we would have to figure out whether the y-intercept is positive or negative based on the equation. So we can say y is equal to 16x plus c, and we can put the value of 5,95 in this equation. So 95 is 16 into 5 plus c. So 95 is 80 plus c. So c is plus 15, right? So the answer becomes option D. An equation of the graph shown is ax plus by equal to 6, where a and b are constants. What is the value of b? Okay, so the y-intercept is -2 and the x-intercept is 6. So the equation can be x by 6 plus y by -2 is 1. This is the intercept form of the line. So let me write here. So if I take the LCM 6, so x minus 3y is 1. So x minus 3y is 6. So if I compare it to ax plus by, then b becomes -3. The function w gives the estimated weight in pounds of a rainbow trout based on its length L in inches. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the number 1.22 in this context? So this is an exponential function. WL is 0.04 into 1.22 to the power L. So this is the weight, initial weight, which means the weight when the length of the trout is negligible, almost zero. And this is the growth factor, which indicates 1.22, which means a 22% increase in the weight for every 1 unit increase in the length, right? So let's see which option says that. For each increase of 1 pound in weight, the estimated length of the trout increases by 22%. No, it's the other way around. For each increase of 1 inch in length, the estimated weight of the trout increases by 22%. So this is the right answer. Okay, here you have linear functions represented. So these do not represent the exponential function. Okay, in the given figure, theta is an angle. If sine theta is √3/2, what is cos theta? So we know that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is 1. So cos squared theta is 1 minus sine squared theta, which is 1 minus 3/4, which is 1/4. So cos theta is plus minus half. Now, this angle is in the second quadrant, right? It is between 90 and 180 degrees. And as per the ASTC rule, in the second quadrant, cos is negative. So here, cos theta will be -half, option C. The two-way table categorizes the change in value in July and August for 50 stocks. If one of the stocks that increased in value in August is chosen at random, so that's a total of 30 stocks. One of the stocks that increased in value in August, what is the probability that the stock also increased in value in July? So that's 21. So 21 by 30, which is 0.7. Minato drove 390 miles. Part of the drive was along local roads where his average speed was 20 miles per hour, and the rest was along a highway where his average speed was 60 miles per hour. The drive took 8 hours. What distance did Minato drive along local roads? Okay, so let's say that he drove a distance of x along local roads. So he drove 390 minus x along the highway, right? Now, what was the time that he would take? for local roads, that time would be x divided by his speed, which is 20. So this is time for local roads, and the time for highway would be 390 minus x divided by 60, because that's his speed on the highway. And this total is 8 hours. So x by 20 plus 390 minus x by 60 is 8, right? So let's multiply the equation by 60. So 3x plus 390 minus x is 480. So 2x is 90. So x is 45, right? So 45 is the distance that he drove along local roads. In the quadratic equation shown, b is a constant. For what value of b does the equation have only one solution? So for only one solution, the discriminant of the equation should be 0, which means b square minus 4ac is 0. So small b square minus 4 into 1 into 16 is 0. So b square minus 64 is 0. So b is plus or minus 8. The function f is defined for all real numbers, and the graph of y is equal to fx in the xy plane is a line with a negative slope. Which of the following must be true? Line with a negative slope is a falling line. Okay. So if a is less than b, then fa is greater than fb. Yeah, this will always be true, because if it's a falling line, then fa, which is here, will always be greater than fb, right? If a is less than 0, then fa is greater than 0. No, that's not necessary. If a is less than 0, fa can be less than 0 as well. So this is not correct. If a is greater than 0, then fa has to be less than 0. No, that's not true. If a is greater than 0, let's say this is a and this is b, then fa can very well be positive. So only the first statement is true. Okay, in the equation above, a and b are positive constants and a is not equal to b. How many distinct x-intercepts does the graph of the equation have? Okay, so the roots are x equal to 0, x equal to a is a double root, and x equal to b and minus b, right? So the graph will look like this. Right? Because at a, it will just be tangential to the axis because that's a double root, right? Otherwise, it will cut the axis at each of the roots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 distinct x-intercepts. In the given equation, k is a constant. If the equation has no solution, what is the value of k? So 1 by 3x minus k by 3 is kx. And for the equation to have no solution, the coefficients of the x terms should be equal, while the constant terms should not be equal. So if k becomes 1 by 3, then my equation becomes 1 by 3x minus 1 by 9 is 1 by 3x. And this equation cannot have a solution, right? So k has to be 1 by 3. The expressions this and this are equivalent. What is the value of b plus c? Okay. So x square plus bx plus 10 is equivalent to x minus 3 whole square plus c, which is x square minus 6x plus 9 plus c. So comparing the coefficients, b will be minus 6 and 9 plus c is 10. So c is 1. So what is b plus c? Minus 6 plus 1 minus 5. Okay, let's do the gradient problems. What value of x makes the equation above true? So obviously if x is 3, then this will be true. In the data set shown, R is an integer. If the median of the data set is 8 and R is less than 11, what is the possible value of R? Okay, so for median, let me first put them in order. 4, 5, 5, 8, 11, and 13. And R is what I have to decide. So how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the median has to be the fourth value. Okay, so R has to be between 8 and 11 because it is less than 11, right? So it can be 9 or 10. It can also be 8. So it can be 8, 9, or 10. If xy is a solution to the system, what is the value of x? So I can just subtract the equation. 8x minus 4x is 4x is 1. So x is 1 by 4. One serving of a certain brand of microwave popcorn provides 150 calories, 90 of which are from fat. One serving of a certain brand of low sodium pretzels provides 120 calories, 12 of which are from fat. How many more calories from fat are provided by a 100-calorie serving of the microwave popcorn than are provided by a 100-calorie serving of the pretzels? So let's do a microwave popcorn first. So 150 calories provides 90. So 100 would provide 90 by 150 into 100, which is 3 into 3, 3 into 5. So that's 60, right? And what about pretzels? 120 provides 12. So 100 would provide 10. So the difference is 50, 60 minus 10. The length in meters of the sides and height of a parallelogram are shown. What is the area of the parallelogram? So area of a parallelogram is base into height. Base is 10 and height is given as 5. So this is 50. The linear function f is defined as this, where c and d are constants. If f50 is this and f100 is this, what is the value of c? Okay, so f50 is 27,000. 27,000 is 50c plus d, and 38,000 is 100c plus d. So if I subtract these, I get 11,000 is 50c, right? So c is 11,000 by 50, which is 220, right? So c is 220. A large company has 19 mainframe computers of a certain class. The scatterplot shows the value in age for each of the computers. A line of best fit is shown. Based on the line of best fit, the estimated value of a 6-year-old computer is $1,000, where k is an integer. What is the value of k? So 6-year-old would be 15,000. So k is 15. What is the number of computers for which the line of best fit predicts a value less than the actual value? So less than the actual value means the dots are above the line, right? Because it is for those dots that the line predicts a value which is less than the actual value. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So for 9 values, it predicts a value less than the actual value. Okay, so that was the calculator section of the March 2020 test. Let's grade it. D, D, B, D, C, D, D, B, D, C, B, A, C, A, A, B, A, C, A, A, D, double B, double A, D, double B, double A, C, C, B, C, D, C, C, B, C, D, A, B, C, C, B, A, B, C, C, B, D, A, C, D, 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 A, C, D, D. Okay. Gradient problems. 3, 8, 9, 10, 3, 8, 9, 10, 1 by 4, 50, 50, 1 by 4, 50, 50, 220, 15, 9. 220, 15, 9. Okay, great. So we got all correct. Hope this exercise helped. If it did, hit like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be uploading solutions to the other sections of the March 2020 test soon. So make sure that you come back later for those videos. Take care. Bye-bye.